What up, what up? Welcome back. We're in Unit 12, doing 12.2, which is absolute values. Not sure what order I did this here, but either way, we got this. Thanks for being here. How close are you this year? To May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. With Darth Vader, Chewbacca. Oh no, Yoda's already deflated. Whoa! So thanks for being here. Awesome. Okay. So 12.2, piecewise functions. Did I do that at the beginning? Am I doing it now at the end? Let's just show it to you. Either way, let's show it to you. So this one is asking you to evaluate. So when it says f of negative 8, it means f of x equals negative 8. Then you take that x of negative 8 and you see where to place it. So is negative 8 less than negative 2 or is it greater than negative 2? It's a negative number, so bigger is less. So it'll be less than negative 2. So then we go ahead and plug it. So then we go ahead and plug it in right there. We plug it right into the equation. So we get negative 3 halves times negative 8 minus 1. So negative 8 times negative 3 is positive 24. And positive 24 divided by 2 is 12. And 12 minus 1 is 11. So the answer to that one is 11. Excellent. F of 0. So is f of x equals 0? So is 0 less than negative 2? No. Is it greater than or equal to or greater than? Greater than, since 0 is greater than, we plug it into this equation. So that's going to be 0 minus 1 all squared plus 4. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. And negative 1 squared, negative 10 things is a positive 1. Plus 4 is 5. Nice. F of negative 2. So f of x equals negative 2. So negative 2 is not less than negative 2, but it is equal to negative 2. Equal. So that means that we're going to go and plug it in here into our equation. So we get negative 2 minus 1 all squared plus 4. That's negative 3 all squared plus 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13. Nice. And then f of negative 5, let's see here. It's going to be a fraction answer. So let's see, where's negative 5? So negative 5 is less or greater than. So it's a bigger number, so it's less than negative 2. So we get negative 3 halves times negative 5. Essentially, it's over 1, and then minus 1. So negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15 halves minus 1. So 1 is the same as 2 over 2. And that's the same as 1. 15 minus 2 is 13. So we get 13 halves for f of negative f. 13 halves. So this is unit 11, which I don't know if we're doing it this year or not. So maybe skip? Maybe skip this year? We'll see. Come back to that one. Okay, beautiful. Do you know how to add rational equations? You need to know this for the final exam coming up. Whoa! Unit 12 and final exam coming up. Maybe this year? Probably, yeah. Okay, so we got a factor. So we get x and x. Factors of 24, 8 times 3. Sign the middle term goes to the bigger number. Well, wouldn't you know? We've got the same factor here as well as here. So to get a common denominator, we just need an x plus 8 on the other side, right? On the other side. So we're just going to multiply it by x plus 8 to the other side, but if you do it to the bottom, you have to do it to the top. So now we have a common denominator of x plus 8 minus 3, x plus 8 times x minus 3. So we're going to combine the top over the bottom ones. So we get a 12 plus, distribute the 3 through, so 3x plus 24, all over x plus 8 times x minus 3, Our domain restrictions are x can't equal -8 and +3. Right? Let me pause it, got a phone call. All right, we're back. Okay, let's see here. So 20 minutes for you was only, 20 minutes for me was only 2 seconds for you. Traveling through time, you just traveled through time. Where were we? Combine like terms. So we have a 12 and a 24. So 12 plus 24 is 36. So now we have 3x plus 36 on the top, and x plus 8, and x minus 3 on the bottom. Wayo. So there's our answer for number 3. Don't forget that. Might be on the exam. Combining, adding rational equations. So number 4 is area of the triangle. That's good practice there. Good practice there. That's good. Okay, let's see here. So then number 5, number 6, here we go. Let me see. That was weird. Just watching myself doing this video. Okay, weird space stuff is happening during May the 4th be with you for sure. So you got to come up with the equation. So this is up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So up 2 over 1 is a sign that it's a slope. So that means we have a slope of 2. So we have a slope of 2, so this is y equals going up, so positive 2. It's going to be absolute value of, and then we're going to the right, how much? From 0, 0. From 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going right 4, but right 4 is actually negative 4. So that's right 4. That's right 4. And then we go down 3. 1, 2, 3. And then down 3. And there's our, down D. Down 3. And there's our equation. There's our equation. Nice. So you try number 6 now. Number 7. Solve absolute value equation. You need to isolate the absolute value, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So isolate the absolute value first, right? So that means get the negative 4 to the other side. So we have x minus 1 equals 5 minus 4 is 1. We're going to add 1 to the other side. So no. We have to now. So we now need to split the equation. We need to split the equation Darth Vader style into a positive and negative on right side of the equation. So we drop the absolute values. So drop the absolute values. We basically drop those. And we get x minus 1 equals 1, bring it down. And then also x minus 1, same exact thing. X minus 1, drop the absolute value. But this time we're going to change the sign of the right side. So change the sign of the right side. So this is going to actually become a negative 1. And now we're going to go ahead and add 1 to the other side. So we solve for x, we get x equals 2. And then we add 1 to this side. And so then we get x equals 0, because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. And then we go ahead also and verify by graphing the two sides. So this number right here, this side of the equation is going to be y equals 5, which is a horizontal line all the way across, y equals 5. And then over here, we have the absolute value of x minus 1 plus 4. So that's y equals the absolute value of x minus 1 plus 4. So that's going to be right 1. It's going to be right 1 and up 4. Let's graph it from 0, 0. So we go right 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our slope is just a 1 in front. So that's going to be up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and back 1, up 1, back 1, up 1, back 1, up 1. There we go. So here's our intersection at 2, 5, and our other intersection right here at 0, 5. And so the x values, right, 0 and 2, are our solutions. So we got 2 as our x value of our solution there, and then 0, straight down, is 0. And that's our two answers, 0 and 2. Nice, nice. Okay, so then we go to the next side. So number 9, so we're going to split this into a positive and into a negative solution, right? So we drop, so then we, oh, wait, did we isolate it? Yep, already isolated. So that's already isolated. Ready to go. Split into two equations. So this is 12 minus 6x equals a negative 42, And then this one over here is 12 minus 6x equals a positive 42, just as we see it, just drop the absolute value. And now we're going to go in minus 12 to the other side. So we get 30, we bring down our negative 6x equals 30. Then we divide by negative 6. And we get x equals negative 5. Get x equals negative 5, so that works because you plug it in. And negative 5 with the negative 6 is positive 30. And that's 42. Absolute value 42 is 42. So that works for sure. And then we're going to go ahead and minus 12 to this side. And this time we're actually going to get a negative 54. And then we bring down our negative 6x. We divide by negative 6. And we get x equals 54 divided by 6 is 9. So if you plug a 9 in there, 9 times 6 is 54. 12 minus 54 is negative 42. And the absolute value of negative 42 is positive 42. So that one works. Nice. Try number 10 now. Try number 10. We'll minus 1 here first. We get 2. And we'll split it into two equations. Oopsie. That's 2 plus 2x equals 2. Because we minus the other side, we get 2. And then we also have to split the negative side. So that's going to be 2 plus 2x is equal to 2. We're going to minus 2 and we get 0. Wait a second. No. We're making a mistake. Going too fast, Abel. Change the sign. Darth Vader changed allegiance to the dark side of the Force. So change to a negative number. So that's actually going to be a negative 2. There we go. Okay, so then, neutral lightsaber, here it is. Ahsoka, what? So we're going to go to minus 2 to that side, so we get 2x equals 0. We're going to divide by 2, so we get x equals 0. And then we're going to minus 2, so we get 2x equals negative 4. And then we're going to divide by 2, and we get x equals negative 2. Wayo. So there's number 11. Hope you got that one right as well. Keep on plowing through these. You got this. You got this. Okay, so we tried 12. We're going to jump to 13 next. We're almost done. Okay, so it's all set up to split. So we're going to go ahead and split the positive x squared minus 17 equals 8. Copy, paste. Just copy and paste that equation right down there. Then we're also going to copy and paste, but we're going to make this negative now. Make this negative. So it's going to be x squared minus 17 equals negative 8. Interesting. What's that going to do? What's the square going to do is my real question. What's that square going to do? Here we go. So we're going to add 17 to this side. So we get x squared equals 25. Uh-oh. We're going to have to square root both sides. And when you do that, you get a plus or minus 5. Plus or minus 5. We're going to add 17 to this one, and we get a 9. Wow, these are perfect squares. Square root both sides, so we get x equals plus or minus 3. So we actually have 4 solutions on this one. Whoa, 4 solutions. That's crazy. 4 solutions is crazy. Okay, try number 14. Try number 15, let's go. So we're going to split that into equations again. X squared plus 10x plus 17 equals 8. And, whoa, that's crazy. So then we're going to go ahead and split that one, and that one's going to be red now, so that's going to be x squared plus 10x. So x squared plus 10x plus 17 is equal to negative 8. Interesting, interesting. So let's go ahead and solve those now. So we're going to minus 8 to this side, and we get x squared plus 10x. 17 minus 8, is that 9? And that's going to factor, and x and x, what are factors of 9? They give us 10. So 1 and 9 is going to work for us. There we go. So then we get 2 solutions. We have to factor it. Really? So we get 2 solutions. So we get x equals, we have to set, basically we have to set those equal to 0, right? And so we're going to get some negative solutions there. We get x equals negative 1. I'm just going to minus 9 to this side. We get x equals negative 9. So those are 2 solutions there. Now this side we have to add the 8 this time. This time add the 8. So we get x squared plus 10x. Try it on your own. Pause me. You try this on. You behind the screen. Pause me. You try it on your own, man. Try it on your own. So we get x and x. What are factors of 25? So 5 times 5 is 25. So we have 2 of them. And we just set them both equal to 0. We will get the same answer there. Set them both equal to 0. And so we will get x equals negative 5. But you only have to write, you only have to click the button once. Once is good enough. That's fine. I mean, they're both good. Cool, last one. So 17, introduce this assignment with me. Pause me, try it on your own. Pause me, try it on your own. You got this? Pause me, try it on your own. So everything's already isolated. So we got the absolute value of x minus 2 is equal to negative x squared plus 4x minus 4. And so then we're going to drop the absolute value symbols and solve now. Go ahead and solve. So we're going to go ahead and add 2 to this side. So that gives us negative 2. And we're going to minus the x over to this side, right? So that gives us a 3x. And then we have negative x squared. That's going to be weird to factor, so I'm going to go ahead and change the signs on all of them. Right? I'm going to go ahead and equal 0. So I'm just going to go ahead now and times by negative 1 to both sides. As long as you do it to all of them, it's just going to make it easier to factor. So negative 1 times 0 is 0. We get a positive x squared minus 3x plus 2. That's just going to make it easier to factor now. So x and x, 1 and 2. Sign and middle term goes with a bigger number. We also need negative times a negative is a positive. So that's going to work for us. So we get x equals 1 and we get x equals 2. But the problem is when you plug it back in, it might not work. So if you plug a 2 in, for example, 2 minus 2 is 0. Negative 2, so you have to square it first and get 4. Plus 4 times 2 is 8 minus 4. So that one does work. 2 does work because that's basically a negative 4 plus 8 and another negative 4. Yeah, that becomes 0. It's equals 0. So that one works. But I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about the 1. So if we plug the 1 back in, we get the absolute value of 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So that's a positive 1. Negative 1 squared is a positive 1. So you have to bring down the negative now. Plus 4 times positive 1. Yeah, so that's not going to work because negative 1, that's 4. 4 times 1 is 1. 4 minus 4 goes away, is 0. Yeah, so 1 is not equal to negative 1. So that one's not a solution. Okay, so now you're going to try it. You're going to change the signs of everything on the right side now, right? So that was Darth Vader plugging in and checking. Darth Vader, plugging in and checking there. Beautiful. So now we're going to, that was Luke Skywalker, and now we're doing Vader. So now we're doing Vader. So drop the absolute value symbols. Now we're going to change the signs. So that's going to be a positive x squared. We're basically going to take -1 now and change the signs, right? So positive x squared minus 4x, and then a positive 4. And now when we add 2 to both sides, we get 6 minus x to both sides, we get -5x. This was really well planned. And then we get x and x, and 2 times 3 is 6. Both of them have to be negative. So now we get x equals 2, and we also get x equals 3. So 2 we already know works, right? 2 we already know works. What about 3? What about 3? Well, 3 minus 2 is an absolute value of 1, which is just 1. 3 squared is, before you change the signs, by the way, 3 squared is 9, so that's a -9. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 4. So 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 plus -9 is -1. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So only 2 there. Only 2 works for that one. Only 2 works for that one. And since May the 4th be with you, here's a special treat since we just finished. So good job finishing that with me. Here we go. See, look. Absolute value. Blue and red. Right? There it is. Woo! Yeah. Absolute value. Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi or Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Yeah, is that a Wicked? Wicked? Is that a Hmwk? Thanks for watching. Yeah. Woo!